Hey everybody, Meteorologist Alex Williams here with you for the Weather Impact Show, and we definitely had quite the totals of rainfall. Some radar estimates were around 8 to 9 inches of rainfall. Now remember, those are just estimates by radar, and there's definitely some loopholes there, and they tend to overestimate. So the actual amounts that are coming in from people that have rain gauges in their backyard, or official observers for the National Weather Service, or official observing stations with rain gauges, we're still seeing very high amounts. We're talking 5.5 inches of rain into portions of Surry County, but we're not necessarily talking, 8 to 9 inches, which would be absolutely crushing. And so that's why I think, as far as the devastation that we've seen, which, there have been damage. There's been multiple trees down in the county. We've seen flooding video. We've seen a very swollen river at times. And so I believe the Mitchell River is the river that runs there. But there's some of your totals. I mean, we're talking 5.5 to almost 5 inches of rain. That's Raven Knob there, and that is in Surry County. And then you also have Sparta and Allegheny County, and you've got almost 5 inches, about 4.74 inches. Wilbar in Wilkes County coming in at 4.24 inches. Burlington still looking at some high totals from this event. So Alamane's kind of winning the high totals there, almost 2 inches, 1.97 inches of rain at the airport. High point, 1.45 inches. I should say that Burlington report, I'm not 100% sure if that's at the airport or not, but the airport definitely did get a lot of rain. Sanford picking up 1.39, and Pafftown there at 1.16 into parts of Forsyth County. Here's some of the other measurements at the actual airports today. So we're talking about 5/107 inch to Burlington today, and about 17/10 or 17/107 inch of rain there in parts of Greensboro, and that's at PTI. So that does include all of Greensboro, because obviously we saw some more rain in portions of Guilford County yesterday, and that didn't really register a whole lot at the airport. But nonetheless, look at some of these totals. Statesville, close to 1/2 inch, over 3/4 inch there towards Hickory. All of these areas where you're seeing the oranges and the yellows, that's actual rainfall. And you can see that is going to drain into some of Charlotte's lakes that have been down. So this is very, very good news, especially if you live in the Charlotte area, you like to go do recreational things in the lakes there. This will help a little bit with some of their deficits. Albemarle there, 3.6 inches of rain at the airport. That's actual measurement, so that's really, really, really high. And Wilkes County, 0.89, 0.71 at the airport in Mount Airy, but you can see up into those higher elevations. You can see the heavy rain bullseye there. These are radar estimates, but the actual white numbers, I should say, are the actual airport measurements. Look at Winston-Salem picking up 1.29 inches of rain today at the airport. I think that's actually eclipses our Pafftown reading, so I'll have to update that. As far as the highs today go, they still got on the mild side. We're in the upper 70s for the most part, lower 80s up towards Statesville. And then in Wilkes County into the mountains, staying in the upper 60s today. No surprise there with all the rain that they've had and all the cloud cover. And now what might surprise you is that we're warmer to the north versus the south. But the further you head to the south, the closer you get to the front, that's the lifting mechanism. That's what's going to produce all the cloud cover that you see, as well as some of those cooler readings. And so RDU, the airport there, reporting 83 degrees, so definitely warming up. Now, as far as temperatures, they're sitting at about the same as we go through this 6:30 half hour. We're talking lower 70s there at Asheboro, lower 70s into Lexington as well. Still dealing with a thicker cloud cover closer to the front, as well as some of those rain showers. And we do still have ongoing rain. Not one of those places is downtown Greensboro. Look at that. We're talking blue skies. When's the last time we've seen a lot of blue skies here in the last 24 hours? It really hasn't, we haven't seen a whole lot of it. 76 degrees, lots of clouds still around at the airport. However, downtown Greensboro in that shot, we're actually seeing some breaks in the cloud cover. So it has been a pretty wet day overall. Obviously a devastating day for parts of Surry County, Allegheny County, getting some of those very, very high rainfall amounts. And it does look like they've let that maybe not. They haven't let that. They have let other flash flood warnings expire. This one still goes through 7:45 for Montgomery and Stanley. Oh, I see what they did. They dropped Davidson out of that because the rainfall rates have lightened up considerably. Now, Montgomery, they're getting a lot of rain still. Still some moderate rain. That's what that yellow coloring that you see there. And that'll go till 7:45 and either be extended or maybe released a little bit early. Some of the highest amounts there are just over the county line. And you can see, again, 4 inches is an estimate. These are radar estimates. So again, this is not going to tell you the whole story as far as actual ground truth. A lot of times our radars overestimate. And then moving back towards further to the south, closer to Charlotte's area. Wow, yeah, Rockingham definitely getting rocked right now with some very heavy rain, scattered showers, and some thunderstorms. So that's what we're dealing with now. But what happens as we go through the next couple of days? Well, we're going to turn on the heat. We're going to bring the heat back. We're talking upper 80s easily, I think, into the day tomorrow. I think the clouds concern that I had earlier of just thinking maybe clouds linger a little bit longer, I don't see that as much of a concern. And then Wednesday, we're well into the mid-90s there. And then by Thursday, stepping towards the upper 90s once again and staying there as we go into our Friday. Potentially by Saturday, some more scattered showers and storms heading our way. I mean, you can see Raleigh-Durham there in Sanford, the Sandhills, and also the Triangle, close to 100 degrees. That's actual forecast air temperature. That is not what it will feel like because of your inability to sweat. And so we're talking the humidity is going to be very high, not a whole lot of place for your sweat to go, to evaporate, to cool you off. So it is going to feel very hot as we go into your Thursday, your Friday, and even maybe into your Saturday, borderline triple digits there. But that is uncomfortable, and in prolonged periods of heat, that's going to be dangerous to be outside for that long. So that'll be something you'll want to watch as we go through the next couple of days. We'll see a few passing showers tonight. I think lows fall back into the upper 60s once again, which is good news. But you can see there, the temperatures are going to warm. Whether you like it or not, the temperatures are going to warm. We'll see storm chances start to come back as we go into our Saturday and Sunday. Right now, we'll keep it 30% on there. Those could go up. But look at the temperatures even during the day. We're talking the lower to middle 90s. And maybe a little cooler weather by early next week. Temperatures could still well be in the upper 80s, which is about average for this time of year. So yeah, mid to upper 90s coming for us. Going to feel more like the triple digits. Make sure you're taking plenty of breaks as well. And we'll be right back with more of the Weather Impact Show with Brad and crew from Charlotte here in just a few moments.